What is going on, dreamers? We are live with some Driving Strikers. I tried to join Jocko's game a second ago, but for some reason I couldn't. I think there's a refresh thing or not. Let me try joining his game again. Give me an error, but I'll try hosting if it doesn't work. Hello, Res Gamer. Is this Rocket League Dreamcast version? Essentially, yes. Hopefully we'll get into a game here. Waiting for the host. What's up, Sonic? And Retro Respawn, welcome. Yep, lost connection with server. Okay. So, I can't join Jocko's game for whatever reason, so I'm going to host a game. And hopefully, I don't know if Jocko's watching the stream, but hopefully at some point he will realize that his game is not working. Hopefully mine is. Should be. I double checked everything. Settings are all good. You know, I completely forgot that this game shows your IP address at the top right, which is very handy because I just went into the browser settings just to make sure my IP was correct, because you need to port forward or DMZ for this game in order to host. And I completely forgot I could have just checked the IP there. Forgot this game night UK. I might have to join playing PSO right now. Shame on you, Sonic. How could you possibly miss a Driving Strikers game night? Yeah, I don't know if Jocko's watching the stream. I was hoping he would be. That way he'd know that there's a problem. So we might get into a game at some point. I want to check something. I want to show up on Dreamcast now so that Jocko can see me. Drum was on earlier, but he is now offline for some reason. Come on, Jocko, get in here. Did the free t-shirt happen yesterday? No, unfortunately it did not. Still a chance today, you never know. I mean, technically someone has shown up, Sonic. Jocko is online, he's just in his own game and apparently does not realize that no one can join his game. Which is a bit of a problem. Hey, Jocko finally joined. Sweet. Wait, please, DMZ. I guess Jocko figured it out. Got my eye on the PSO one, still waiting for the other two to arrive. I ordered on Worms Night. They're all pretty sweet if I do say so myself. I think I can say that because I didn't make the artwork. I hired people to make the artwork, but I didn't make it myself, so I can compliment the artwork. I don't know if Jocko's ready or not. I mean, he doesn't, he shouldn't need DMZ. Unless he's hosting, I think. Pretty sure you only need it for hosting. I have the Sega Net Game shirt on today. I don't have a Driving Strikers shirt, so this will have to do. Let me just ask Jocko if he's ready. I'm partial to the Worms shirt myself. Awesome artwork by Animated AF. Hey, Demon's online too. Cool. 3 players. If Sonic gets over here, we can have a full game. Hint, hint. Alright, I guess we're ready to go. I don't know. Jocko hasn't replied, so I'm going to assume he's ready. Oh, there we go. Jocko says yes. Perfect. Let's go. I want a free hat. I'm sure you do, Sonic. I'm sure you do. But we know how unlucky you are with giveaways, Sonic, so you probably wouldn't get it anyway. Alright, let's see if I remember how to play this. Wait, hold on. Hold on. What am I doing? Okay, I think I figured it out. It's been a little bit, okay? And I just scored in my own goal. Okay. Yeah, I'm just warming up. Don't worry about it. No! Come on, that was almost in. No, that doesn't count. I mean, technically I was the last person to hit it, but it took a long time to wander into my own goal. You can't say I scored on my own goal with that one. I'm away. Jeez. Oh yeah, there we go, finally. I made up for the goal I scored on myself. I didn't even notice who's on what team. I think Jocko's on the other team by himself. And Demon's on my team. There we go. Almost tied it up. Well, almost. Yes! Yes! Nice, tying it up. Sweet! Making an epic comeback now. Started off with an epic fail, ended with an epic comeback. No. Yes, go that way. That can prevent him from scoring a goal, and that's fine. Nice. That was a close one. That was a close one. Good game. I guess I'm just saying good game to myself because I don't know if anyone that's in the game is actually watching the stream. All right, let's switch up the. Oops, no. Switch that up. Oh, Jocko is watching. Hello, Jocko. Switch up the teams. Steel Rebels versus the Skilled All-Stars. GG. Alright, we ready for round 2? Alright, let's go. Ooh, I'm gonna be all alone this time. Well, me and a robot. No offense to the robot. Everyone's ready. Press A to play. I can do that. Why is there no music? The music is not working. Oh, did I do it again? Man. Oh, there we go. There's the music. It was a bit delayed, but it's here now. Do I have any plans to do Let's Plays? I mean, I've done live stream playthroughs. I don't have any current plans to do it right now. I never have plans. I don't plan anything. I just wing it when it comes to the YouTube channel. Ooh. I really want to play Skies of Arcadia at some point because I still haven't even played that game. I don't know if I'll do it on stream though. I feel like an RPG is something I'd prefer to just play on my own, but just because it takes a long time to grind and whatnot. I don't know. Just scored on my own goal again. I might stream Sega Gaga. I might wait a little bit though, because they're still refining things. It was just released and I guess there are some little weird things here and there. So I might just wait a little bit. Wait for version 1.1. I really wanted to buy the game, because I said yesterday, I prefer to own the games I play. But the game's going for $150 now. So I might make an exception for this one. Ooh, Skyball. I love this stage. Really cool looking. Particle effects. It's very cool. Ooh, 5-4. Oh, I won. Cool. Not bad considering I was on my own, except for the CPU player. Again, no offense to the CPU player. I'm sure he has feelings. I don't want to upset him in case I play with him again next round. Alright, let's go to Cobblestone Castle. I should wait a little bit in case we get more players. Because they may not show up on Dreamcast now. If they're on broadband adapter, so I'll give it a minute. Give people an opportunity to get in. Or if they're on PC too. You can play on the PC version. Not that I know why anyone would want to do that. I mean, clearly the Dreamcast version is always superior compared to the weak PC. Nothing can beat the powerhouse that is the Dreamcast. Alright, not seeing anyone, so let's play. Oh, Jocko and Demon went with random teams, so I don't know, I'm not gonna know who's on what team. I'll just know if there's a human on my team or not. Granted, I'm not 100% certain if Demon and Jocko are humans. I've never seen them in real life, so... They could be robots, aliens, or demons. You never know. Aw, man. I like the stage because the goal is nice and big. Makes things a lot easier. Nice. Right in there. I'm glad I'm not the only one scoring on their own goal. And... Hey, Janice. Oh, so close. There we go. That'll work. Come on. Ooh, Skyball. Oh, come on. Is there an invisible barrier at the top? That was in the goal, man. A bit of a stalemate. Forgot how fun this game is. Play it again soon. But by soon, do you mean the next game, Sonic? I know today's the 24th anniversary of the PAL version of PSO version 2, but who cares about that? Get on Driving Striker, Sonic. But yeah, this is a very, very fun game. I really hope that Kazad revisits this at some point. I know he's working on another game as his next thing. But it would definitely be cool to see him come back to this, just go crazy with the content. Add tons of new arenas, new cars, maybe some new modes. Be cool to see. But he did open source the game too, so technically anyone could do that. So far no one has though. I haven't looked at the GitHub page to see if anyone has forked the build at all. There's a new project. There's always a new project. Kazan's always got projects. Alright, Moonlight City. So far I'm on an unstoppable win streak. I say unstoppable now, but all right. Anyone else? Just a quick check. Don't see anyone. Let's go. Definitely would love to see some more online indie games from anyone, really. I know we've gotten ports, you know, but I mean original games with online play. Yeah, because I was working on a deluxe version of Driving Strikers, but with all the stuff with Wave just kind of vanishing and stuff like that, he decided to move on to a different project for now. That's why he decided to open source the game. But he did say that that doesn't completely rule out the possibility of him doing like a deluxe version in the future. But yeah, I mean, it's open source now, so anyone can do that. I'd really like to see like a survival sort of indie game with online co-op. Kind of in the veins of Don't Starve. I think something like that could very well be done on Dreamcast. I'd say probably with a smaller world, but I mean, Don't Starve doesn't have, you know, advanced 3D graphics or anything. It's got a simple art style, which is cool. I always like the look of the game. I also like to see someone do an actual attempt at a modern shooter on the Dreamcast. So obviously all of the shooters we have on Dreamcast are all arena shooters, essentially. It'd be cool to see a modern military shooter. I mean, someone can even just port over. There's an open source version of Medal of Honor. I think it was Allied Assault, I think. Which I think someone is actually looking into. I think the guy that did the Counter-Strike ports was looking into Medal of Honor, which would be really cool to see. Not that that's really a modern military shooter, but it is a military shooter. Even like a co-op tactical shooter would be cool to see. just to mix things up a bit from the arena shooters. I think I won that one. I didn't even notice. Was there someone else on my team? Or were they both on the other team? Didn't even notice. But my win streak continues. That game was maybe a little lopsided. Maybe just a little bit. Still fine though, no problem. Oh, Demon was on the other team with the CPU. So Jocko was playing with me. So we'll give it a minute just to see if anyone else pops in. I don't think we're gonna get to the 25 viewers today for that free t-shirt giveaway. We're only at 11. Alright, don't see anyone else, so let's go. I think I won this on the first stream. A code? Not sure what you're referring to, Jen. Oh yeah, that's right too. Yeah. Yeah, Kazad was in the stream. And he had some codes for the Steam version. Nice, this is a better start than the first game. Ever so slightly better. Okay. Nice, right in the middle. I gotta say, Kazad did a really good job with the physics in this game. They feel really good. Very realistic physics. Ooh, nice. Definitely looking forward to seeing this next game. hyped for the next project for sure. Me too. I mean, everyone knows that the sequel's always better than the first one. I mean, that's never really true with movies, but with video games, I'd say the second game is very frequently better than the first. I mean, it makes sense. Developers tend to learn a lot of things from the first game. Implement, or improve things in the next game. Implement more of what people want. Of course, there are always those rare times where the second game completely bombs. I'm sure that won't be the case here. Alright. My win streak continues. It's a closer game though. Not as much of a wipeout as the last one. Not cozer. I mean, closer. Give it a minute. Sonic, you still on PSO? Sonic should be very ashamed. As the world's #1 Driving Strikers fan, who owns 2 copies of the game. I, on the other hand, ironically have 0 copies of the game, because I got the game on launch, and then I gave away my copy, thinking that I was going to get another copy, and I never got another copy, and now Wave is not selling the game anymore. Wave doesn't exist anymore. So, yeah. I had asked Luke at one point if he had an extra copy. Unfortunately, he does not. So all I have is a burned CDR, which is unfortunate. Sonic has 5 copies of the game. Give me a copy, Sonic. I need one. Alright, let's go. As you can see, I don't... I have Striker Pro 2000 on the shelf back here. It's close enough. It has Striker in the name. And it's a soccer game. So. Alright, let's go. I'm actually curious, has anyone actually sold copies of Driving Strikers on eBay? And if so, what is it going for? I mean, it's a rare game now. No one sells it. Sonic's gonna be a millionaire one day when copies of the game start going for 1,000 apiece. I guess that technically wouldn't be a millionaire, because he'd be a $5,000 heir. You can still buy the game digitally though. You just can't get the physical copy. It's for sale digitally on itch.io, I believe. And of course the Steam version as well. Hey, what's going on, Elk? Welcome. Got this game on Dreamcast when it came out, but I haven't been able to go online with it yet. It's pretty cool, though. We'll get online with it right now, Elk. Do it now. Join us. It's a great little game, though. Always good when it goes right in the goal. No effort required. Just like that. That's how you do it, folks. Gotta make a Dream Pie first. It's broadband adapter compatible too, but I guess you don't have one of those either. I have both. Not that I'm bragging. Using the broadband adapter now because it's best to use that if you're hosting the game. You can host on modem too, but obviously will result in a less than ideal gaming experience. I don't have a broadband adapter. Who knows if I ever will? I don't know. Personally, I don't know. Oh man. But you know, you gotta keep your hopes high. You never know. Maybe you'll own the black broadband adapter one day. The Holy Grail. Currently not giving away my broadband adapter. Although I have given away 3 or 4 of them in the past. If you didn't get one out of those last few times, I don't know what to tell you. Two black broadband adapters. Yeah. Sonic's good with a spray can. Or a Sharpie. One of the two. The Sharpie works too. They did make them in black. Yeah, it's a lot rarer than the standard broadband adapter, as you might imagine. We're on Cobblestone Castle, right? Oh, we lost Jocko. Where'd Jocko go? Maybe the game froze on him? We'll wait till he comes back. Guess they'd have to match all the black Dreamcasts out there. Yeah. I mean, if they're gonna make an alternate color, that would be the one to do. Especially considering the only special edition Dreamcast we got in the US was the Sports Edition, which was black. I want to do, they should have done a, one for every special edition Dreamcast though. Red one. Let's see, what different colors were those? Red, pink, silver. Oh, GDMU hiccup. Was there an official yellow one? Oh, Scrivani's here. Nice. We'll have a full 4-player game once Jocko gets back in here. I think what Sega should have done is they should have made the shell fit on the modem shell fit on the broadband adapter as well. That way people could just swap out the shell. That would have been a smart move on their part. But alas, they didn't do that. Screwani kicked you out. I'm sure he did. Dial faster, Jocko. Dial faster. $100K. And Jocko's he has two modems taped together. Gets double the speed. Kinda like the lobby music. It's so chill. Oh, there he is. There he is. All right, 4 players. It's gonna be intense now. All right, let's go. Players left to join 1. Everyone's ready. Press A to play. Perfect. This castle is my least favorite song in the game. I like it. It's like a classical... I don't know what the other genre would... Classical dance mix... hybrid. Classical techno. There we go. Hello, Ross. drum and bass, which is certainly on brand for Dreamcast and other late 90s, early 2000s consoles. Indeed. It's got tood. You gotta have tood. Now that you mention it, actually does remind me a lot of I forget the name of this song. This song in Beat Saber. Something to do with pirates, I think. That sounds very similar to this. I thought it was something to do with drum and bass in the name of the song. This might be another wipeout. Okay, well, they're coming back a little bit. Yeah, bit of a wipeout. Could be worse though. They could have scored 0. PC, I thought of an idea. Why don't you just make a 3D model of a broadband adapter shell and print it in any color you want? That's an idea. Actually, I did try and do that. But I printed one to test and it didn't quite fit. It's a lot more difficult than it looks. There's very precise measurements and curves, and I don't know. Don't know if I'll go back to it or not. And try again, I believe in you. And I wasn't too far off with the first attempt, but I only made one attempt at it. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's go. There we go. Someone went flying. Jeez. There's an idea. New version of driving strikers with planes. Oh, jeez. Didn't mean to do that. Or did I? I don't know. Flying cars in the next version. I mean, basically, I already have flying cars. They just don't stay in the air forever. Can't believe they closed off a whole city intersection for this. It's the sport of the future. It's big. Oh man. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. A little bit slower, but that worked too. Oh man, I blocked it from going in. There. Nice. Oh man, that was almost in. Not that we need any more points. I think we're good. That's just fine. 8-4. Not the most awful game in the world. A little bit lopsided, but not too bad. GG. All right, we're back to Blue Sky Beach. Probably gonna do maybe 2 more games, then I'm gonna head out. But don't head out too soon. We finally got 4 players. Classic Blue Sky Beach. Trying to wait patiently at the goal for it to come back down. Yeah, I think soccer in cars really isn't the most efficient way of playing soccer. They need to try this in real life. Although maybe it's already been done, I don't know. I think it's a lot harder to score a goal in a car than on foot. I could be wrong, I don't know. Did it on Top Gear? Okay, so it has been done. I need to check that out. I've never seen that show. I'll watch it for that though. Was it a complete disaster? Very much so. Someone ought to make another game about cars playing soccer. It could rocket off a league of its own. I prefer a game where you ride a boar and hit boulders into a goal on a tropical island. That'd be cool. No, 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 no. Oh, nice. Someone blocked it for me. Okay. This game would have been really cool with some power-ups as well. You could see some things like maybe a magnet on the car that attracts the ball, so you could actually carry it to the goal. Of course, some missiles would be great. I did suggest that to Kazan during development. But alas, it didn't make it into the final build. Or any build, for that matter. It just took him a long time just to get the online right. And he was kind of on a deadline to get the game released. So he didn't get to implement everything that he wanted to put into the game. But I had suggested power-ups. I think oil slick was one of the things I mentioned, which would have been cool. Would have added a bit more chaos. Rocket League actually does have a mode with Mario's kart style power-ups, including magnets on the cars that attract balls towards it. I don't know if I've ever played it. I played Rocket League. I have it on the Switch, I think. I don't know if I played that mode or not. Nice. Hey, Commodore. I'm on red shells. How about blue shells? Imagine blue shells on this tiny arena. It'd just blow up everyone. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, I'll do a couple more games. The Bullet Bob power-up. You just ram right into the wall. Maybe just blast through the wall. It's the way to get outside of the arena. Finally free yourself. And that's the story of Driving Strikers. A lot of people don't know this game actually has a story. These are actually prisoners. They've been forced to play car soccer for their entire sentence. They're never allowed to leave the arena. It's for the entertainment of the public. Prisoners are making themselves useful. I mean, look at this arena. I mean, good luck escaping, you know? Sounds like the story of Unreal Tournament. Pretty much. It's Unreal Tournament with cars and soccer balls. Speaking of Unreal Tournament, is another Dreamcast game I'd love to see online, especially with PC. The PC game online again. I think the Dreamcast version was crossplay like Quake 3 Arena. No, it actually wasn't crossplay. Dreamcast only. Oh, we lost Kravani. There is a guy working on porting the PC version of Unreal Tournament to Dreamcast, actually. And he got online play working. Which is pretty cool. But I'd still like to see the original back online for sure. And whether he'll actually get the game running as well as the Dreamcast version is yet to be seen. I mean, not that a lot of people would say the Dreamcast version runs amazing, but I mean, it does reach 60 FPS at rare times for a brief period of time. No, the PS2 version didn't even have online play, Elk. Dreamcast version was the only console version with online play. But yeah, the servers are completely separate from the PC ones. Oh, is that... did everyone get kicked out of the game? I'm playing by myself now? Nope, no online play in the PS2 version. The PS2 couldn't handle it, Elk. It's too weak. Yeah, everyone's gone. Okay. Well, I'll do one more match, but I'll wait till other players arrive. Good game. Not sure what happened there, but apparently everyone got kicked out. Let me know if you can still join the game, Jocko. I don't know if the game's broken. I may have to recreate it. Any new N64 titles porting over? Nothing new as far as I know. I would imagine someone's gonna work on Ocarina of Time at some point. I know there's an open source decompile of that as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that. Guess he's at level 168 in PSO now. Is it Ross? I think it's Ross. Any of your streams ever amassed 9,999 likes? Nope, not yet. That's why we don't have the Dreamcast 2 yet. Sega's watching. They're definitely watching. So many good wrestling games on N64 could help the Dreamcast library. Oh yeah. There's a wrestling game on the Dreamcast that has maybe online multiplayer. I don't know if you know that. I still can't quite figure it out though. There's online functionality of some sort in the game. Let me see if I can find the name of it. It's hold on. It's in here somewhere. I'll find it. Oh yeah, Tukon Retsuden 4. I don't really know for sure if that has online multiplayer. It has some sort of online functionality. Be cool to see that. If that's actually online multiplayer, that would be pretty cool. Server is kicking me out, reconnecting. Technical difficulties. Guess Demon is having some issues too. Considering Sega owns Snowboard Kids now because of their acquisition of Atlas, having those two games ported from N64 to Dreamcast would be interesting. Neither's been decompiled yet. Sure, why not? Not really a huge fan of snowboarding games myself. I played maybe a couple of them. Couldn't really get into them. Never played Snowboard Kids. Just don't know how that is. Why does it seem like the technical difficulties always happen right before the last game I'm gonna play? Okay, I'll play one more game. And then, everyone has technical difficulties. Snowboard Kids is awesome. It's a Mario Kart style snowboarder. Sounds intriguing. I'm sure I've seen gameplay of it at some point. Oh, are you guys in another game, Jocko? I was waiting for you to join this one. I'll play a 1v1 with Scrivani if you guys are in a different match. I've only played one snowboarding Dreamcast game. It's the Cool Waters game that got a different name in the West, which I can't remember right now. Yeah, it's Rippin' Riders. It's an okay game. Alright, Jacko. We'll do a 1v1. For the championship. Oh, I forgot to change the arena, but oh well. Blue Sky Beach it is. I think if I had to pick one N64 game to port over to Dreamcast, it would be GoldenEye. I never really was a big N64 fan, but I did play quite a bit of GoldenEye on the Switch with my nephews, and it was quite fun multiplayer. So GoldenEye, of course, with online multiplayer added. I'm still waiting for him to add online multiplayer to Mario Kart. That'd be sweet. I mean, Mario Kart 64 is not really my favorite version of Mario Kart, not by a long shot. But if you add online multiplayer to it, I'll be all over it. Okay. I think the game might be broken. Aw, man. N64 and Dreamcast were both 4-player multiplayer kings, so any multiplayer games like GoldenEye would be a great fit. Yeah, absolutely. And it's cool to see with the ports, they're not just porting the games over, they're improving the games. Obviously higher resolution, I think in some cases better textures, maybe better frame rate, better draw distance, which is not hard to do with N64 games. Well, unfortunately, it seems the game is broken. Well, I guess that might be a good time to end things. Would be cool. Mario Kart Wii is the best in my opinion. Yeah, let's port over Mario Kart Wii. I think you can actually use Wii remotes with the USB for Maple adapter, if I'm not mistaken. I have not tried it, but would be interesting. Anyway, guys, that is gonna be it for today's live stream. Awesome games and Driving Strikers. Really like this game. Would be definitely cool to see Kazan revisit this at some point. Add some new content. At least just add new content, because the base game is awesome. I think the physics are really good. The gameplay is just solid. Always fun. Could use more content, but I mean, you can't complain because this game was released at probably about half of the price that most Dreamcast indie games are released at. And that was Kazad's intention, because he had to rush the game out at the end. He had sort of a deadline to get the game out, so he decided, okay, I'm just going to release this as essentially a budget title, a budget indie Dreamcast game. And it's a solid budget game. I will say that. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. But I will be back potentially midweek for an offline game. But I'll be back, of course, on Friday for some worms. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing. And until next time, keep on dreaming.